Hello fashion lovers, you're welcome to Custom Venture. Want to say big thank you to all our subscribers, and if today is your first time of visiting us, we say you're welcome. God bless you. Today we'll be cutting a trending cowlkaftan. Okay, probably you'll have seen it also, so it's an advantage for us to learn how to do it with ease. Okay, I'll be working with the fabric, 4 yards of fabric, and then of course my material is a lycra material. So the first time you fold it, since it's 4 yards, fold it into 2 yards, and then you fold it the other way, so it comes out this way. I haven't folded it into double first, then you fold it halfway, that is there vertically again. Okay, so this is what I have. So I will now be placing my measurements on it. Place my measurements on it. I want us to see very well. Okay, so I will start with the neck line. The shoulder line is 16 divided by 2. I have 8. I mark my 8. I will add extra 24. And my 24 inches will take the whole length of this place. Okay. Okay. I add the 24 to it, to the normal shoulder. Okay, so the next thing is that from my shoulder to the nail is 43. So minus 2, so that it will be above the nail for easy movement. So I measure 43 from the neckline, from the shoulder line, 43. 43 is normal nail line from the shoulder, 43. So 43 minus 2, that is 41. I mark 41. Okay, mark 41. And then connect it. Okay, still marking above my nail, 41. So I roll it. Okay, I hope you can see the line. So what is the next thing I'm going to measure now? So on this, my hip line or knee line, I will place my hip measurement there, and the hip is 46 divided by 4. I have 11 plus 11.5, and that on 11.5 add 1 inch for sewing allowance, and then add 2 inches for this. So that will give us 14.5. So we have 14.5 here. So that will serve as my hip measurement. I hope you can see it. Okay. So then I shift back down. So at the edge here, I will be marking 1.5 for the slanting of the shoulder, because it's lycra, so make it a bit 1.5. I will connect it to where the shoulder measurement is. Don't mind the clothes, don't mind the fabric, be able to stick there too. So the next thing is there, because you can secure your fabric very well with needle so that it doesn't shake while you are cutting and all that. Okay, so I've placed my neck line, I've placed my shoulder line, I've cut the, so the next thing I'm going to cut this neckline. So I will have it here 3.5, 3.5. You know, I'm cutting the two together, so the depth of 2 for the back, and then 3.5 for the front. Are we following me? So this is the back for the 2.5 and then the front. So I will separate them before I cut them. So the next thing we do now is we're going to measure the sleeve, round sleeve. And at the round sleeve, that's going to be gathered. So instead of normal 9 inches measurements, or if you want it to be 10, you can double it. So instead of having 9 inches, you can make it 18. By the time you gather it, it's going to come out very well. Okay, so make it 18 here. Let's make it 20 so that by the time we cut off the slanting, it will come out well. Okay. Remember, our hip measurement here was 14.5 inches. So we take it down, you know, the length measurement of the person is 63. So we take the hip measurement, which is 14.5 down. We mark it through. That's the shape it will take down the length of the person. So we connect it. Remember, secure it so that it doesn't shake while you are cutting it. So what is the next I'm going to do? From the end of the sleeve we cut, we are going to connect in this way. So where the hip is, understand? Cut it this way. This is what it's going to come out as a. So the next thing we're going to have it cut. Okay. Follow me as we cut it. So we cut let's cut the back neckline first. That's it. Then we cut the slanting. Okay, I haven't cut the slanting side there. We will notch this place. Then we cut the line here. We're going to cut through down, not to the hip. So we go this way. Okay, we have cut it now. So this is it. So the next thing, we know we have not cut the front neck line, so we separate it. And remove the back. Remove it. So I cut the front line too. So both the front and the back panels are ready. Okay, the front and the back panels are ready. So what is the next thing? We're going to join, stitch the shoulder line, sew it together, then tie the sides too. But when we are sewing it, we leave the sleeve side. We leave the sleeve side because it's good to take gather. Okay, let's go. Okay, I've joined both panels together, the front and the back panel. Look at it. That is for me. Okay, So there at the sleeve, I've run the gather. So I'll squish, draw the thread so that the gather can be formed. Okay. Okay. The rest sleeve is, I've drawn the thread, so I have 9 inches there. That is 18 divided by 2, that's 9 inches. The round sleeve is 9. So the next thing I'm going to do is this. Look at the neck line. I'm going to turn it in. Okay. Then the next thing I'm going to put what I'm going to use for the band of the sleeve. Okay. I will be using this for the band of the sleeve. So my round sleeve is 12. So I'll be working with the sewing allowance. I make it 13. Okay, make it 13. And the wideness of it 5. The sewing allowance 5.5. So it's already 5.5. So I cut it. I'm cutting the 2 of them together. Okay, so I will use it to turn the sleeve, the round sleeve. Okay. I will start from the front side, sew it round, then use this one to turn it out. So it's going to come out this way. So what is the next thing? Okay, the neck line has been turned in. So I will get the main point of your neck line. Mine is 10.5, so I have 5.5. So mark it in front of the front side of the neckline. So from there, I'm taking 14 inches downwards. It depends on what you want to take. Yours could be less than that, but with the size of this one, I need about 14. So now watch what I'm going to do. So I'll get my needle and thread, because I want to form gather here at the mid point of the fabric of the dress now. Okay, so what you just do is pick up the front panel from that 14 inches you have measured. Just hold it this way and then use the needle and thread to sew it round. Use it to knot it first. Okay, you see, as you are knotting it, it will be folding. You can see it's already. So that midpoint, I will put a circle. I put a circle there. Just form a circle. Just make a circle, a little circle there. I don't know whether we can see it. A little circle. So it's that circle I'm going to sew around now. Follow the circle, just follow the front part. Follow the circle, just sew it round. Okay, so just sew it round. A loose stitch. Then what is the next thing you do? You pull it. Can you see it? The pleatings are already falling. Just pull it and knot it very well. Tie it very well. If the pleatings are not enough for you, just go another round of. Just take something, take another circumference, so that the pleatings can form very well. But I think I'm okay with my own this way. By the time you wear it, the pleating will form very well. Okay, I think I'm okay. So I haven't knotted it. Knot it very well so that it doesn't loose. So the next thing I'm going to do, I won't leave it this way. So I'm going to take the material I used for the sleeve. Okay, I use it to cover it here. And then for this place, I'm still going to use something to design it. You'll be seeing the final result later. You can use anything to design just to make the bead to come out. I'll be designing with this bead. Okay, and then remember I told us that for the leg line, I use this one to design it. Remember it? Okay. So that will be the next stage we are going to go now, to design it with this. I will have to hem this. I turned this, so I will still hem it. So I use this to design it, and that's how we will get the final results.